Welcome to our show. I'm your host, Nick. Today, we're taking a closer look at the life of David Cassidy, the teen idol known for his charm, good looks, and talent. But was his family life as picture perfect as his professional image? His siblings and children have shared stories that paint a much messier picture than his wholesome image suggests. In this episode, we'll delve into the triumphs and troubles of David Cassidy's life as told by those who knew him best. If you enjoy our show, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives. Let's get started. David Cassidy was born into a family of actors, with both his parents, Jack Cassidy and Shirley Jones, having successful careers in the entertainment industry. Due to their busy work schedules, David spent most of his early years living with his maternal grandparents. It wasn't until he was 11 years old that he learned about his parents' divorce, not from his own parents, but from a neighbor who had heard the news 2 years prior. Despite the absence of his parents during his formative years, David still felt a strong connection to the world of acting. He often visited his father on the sets of his shows and was exposed to the behind-the-scenes workings of the entertainment industry. This early exposure fueled his passion for acting and performing. Living with his grandparents provided David with a stable and loving home life. They provided him with a strong sense of family and support, which was crucial for his development both personally and professionally. Despite the challenges of growing up with parents who were often away, David was able to thrive and build a successful career in the entertainment industry, following in the footsteps of his parents. David Cassidy began his career in show business on Broadway with a role in the play The Fig Leaves Are Falling in 1969. Unfortunately, the play only lasted for 4 shows, but this experience provided Cassidy with the opportunity to transition into television. He began appearing in various television series, including Marcus Welby, MD, Bonanza, and Adam 12. These appearances helped to establish Cassidy as a talented young actor. In addition to his work in television, Cassidy was also involved in musical projects. He was a member of the pop group The Partridge Family, which was formed in 1970 and became popular in the early 1970s. Cassidy played the role of Keith Partridge, the son of the family's matriarch and the band's drummer. The group released several albums and had several hit singles, including I Think I Love You and Doesn't Somebody Want to Be Wanted. Cassidy's involvement in the Partridge Family not only helped to boost his career, but also made him a household name, especially among young audiences. The show aired until 1974, and after its cancellation, Cassidy continued to act and sing, appearing in various television shows, movies, and even releasing solo albums. In conclusion, David Cassidy's career beginnings were marked by his early appearance on Broadway and his transition into television, where he made a name for himself in various series. He also found success as a member of the pop group The Partridge Family, which helped to establish him as a talented actor and musician. These early experiences laid the foundation for Cassidy's long and successful career in the entertainment industry. David Cassidy and Shirley Jones, 2 cast members of the popular 1970s TV show The Partridge Family, were the only ones who actually performed musically. The show, which centered around a family singing group, became a significant source of merchandise, with records, lunchboxes, and shirts being produced. Cassidy, who played the role of Keith Partridge on the show, was a talented musician and singer. He was responsible for singing many of the songs performed by the Partridge Family on the show. Off-screen, Cassidy also had a successful music career, releasing several hit singles and albums. Shirley Jones, who played the role of Shirley Partridge, was also an accomplished singer before joining the cast of the Partridge Family. She brought her musical talents to the show and helped to make the Partridge Family music a success. The popularity of the show and its music led to a wide range of merchandise being produced. Records featuring music from the show were released and became popular among fans. Lunchboxes, shirts, and other items featuring the Partridge Family were also produced and sold. In addition to the musical aspect of the show, the Partridge Family also had a significant impact on popular culture. The show was watched by millions of people and helped to launch the careers of several of its cast members. It remains a beloved and enduring part of 1970s television history. David Cassidy, known for his role in the popular 1970s TV show The Partridge Family, earned a maximum of $600 per episode during the show's run. Despite the show's success, the cast salaries were reportedly low. In a surprising turn of events, Cassidy revealed a contract breach in 2011 regarding his share of revenues from merchandise. He was supposed to receive 15% of the profits, but instead he only received $5,000 in total. This revelation shed light on the unfair treatment of the show's cast members who were not adequately compensated for their contributions to the show's success. In response to this discovery, Cassidy publicly challenged the arrangement and spoke out against the unfair treatment. This incident highlights the importance of fair compensation for artists and entertainers, as well as the need for transparency in contract negotiations. David Cassidy's rise to fame in the late 1970s, with his role in the popular TV show The Partridge Family, brought him immense popularity and public attention. However, this fame came with a price. The intense public scrutiny and intrusion into his personal life contributed to his struggle with alcoholism. Cassidy's attempts to manage his addiction were often unsuccessful. He would enter rehab facilities only to relapse and find himself back in the throes of his addiction. Despite his efforts to keep his struggles private, the public's fascination with his life often made it difficult for him to maintain his privacy. Cassidy's addiction affected him deeply throughout his life, causing personal and professional setbacks. His relationships, both personal and professional, suffered as a result of his addiction. In interviews, he spoke openly about the challenges of living with addiction and the impact it had on his career and personal life. Despite his struggles, Cassidy continued to work in the entertainment industry, taking on roles in TV shows and movies. However, his addiction was always present, lurking in the background and affecting his ability to fully engage in his work. In the end, Cassidy's addiction proved to be too much to overcome, and he passed away in 2017 at the age of 67. His struggles with addiction serve as a reminder of the challenges that many people face when living in the public eye and the impact that addiction can have on a person's life. David Cassidy had a close relationship with his half-brother, Sean Cassidy. Sean shared fond memories of the times they spent together, recalling their bond as brothers. However, David's fame and substance abuse issues presented significant challenges in his life. The press and public attention that came with his success took a toll on him, contributing to his struggles. Despite these difficulties, Sean remembers their time together fondly, highlighting the importance of family in David's life. The challenges that David faced throughout his life and career ultimately shaped his story, leaving a lasting impact on those who knew him best. David Cassidy, known for his role as Keith Partridge in the 1970s television show The Partridge Family, faced significant struggles during the latter part of his life. His battle with substance abuse led to financial troubles and severe health issues. Cassidy had a long history of alcohol abuse, which caused him to experience various problems, both personally and professionally. His addiction resulted in multiple arrests for driving under the influence and created tension in his relationships with family and friends. In addition to his struggles with alcohol, Cassidy also faced financial difficulties. He filed for bankruptcy in 2015, citing significant debt and a lack of income. These issues were partly due to his ongoing battle with substance abuse, which made it challenging for him to maintain a steady career. Cassidy's health began to deteriorate in his later years. In 2017, he was diagnosed with dementia, a condition that affects memory and cognitive abilities. However, it was later revealed that his symptoms were actually caused by alcohol poisoning, a result of his long-term substance abuse. Despite medical intervention, Cassidy's condition continued to decline. His family was ultimately forced to make the difficult decision to take him off life support, leading to his death in November 2017. Cassidy's battle with substance abuse, financial troubles, and health issues serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of addiction and the importance of seeking help. Despite his struggles, Cassidy will always be remembered for his contributions to the entertainment industry and his impact on the lives of his fans. David Cassidy, known for his role in the popular 1970s sitcom The Partridge Family, left behind a complicated will when he passed away in 2017. The will explicitly excluded his daughter, Katie Cassidy, from inheriting any of his estate. This decision highlighted the strained relationship that existed between the two at the time the will was written. However, it's important to note that shortly before his death, David and Katie had reportedly reconciled. Despite the strained relationship and the fact that Katie was not included in her father's will, the two were able to mend their differences and find closure before David's passing. David Cassidy's estate was estimated to be worth around $150,000 at the time of his death. The will specified that the entirety of the estate was to be divided equally between his son Beau and his half-brother Sean. Katie was not mentioned in the will at all and did not receive any portion of the estate. Despite the controversy surrounding the will and the exclusion of his daughter, David Cassidy's impact on the entertainment industry is undeniable. He will always be remembered for his role in the Partridge Family and for the lasting impression he left on the world of television and music. It's worth noting that the decision to exclude a child from an estate can be a complex and emotional one. While David Cassidy had his reasons for excluding his daughter, it's always important to consider the potential consequences and to approach the topic with care and sensitivity. In the end, David Cassidy's legacy will live on through his work and the impact he had on his fans. Despite the complications surrounding his estate, his contributions to the entertainment industry will never be forgotten.